Well, today on Penny's Hot Rod and Custom, it's going to be a screwed up video, kind of. We'll be jumping all over the place, but the 79 Camaro coming up. When I parked it, it was making a lot of noises. The oil pressure dropped down to, I think it hot. It was about 4 pounds, not even 5 pounds. And it was making some clattering noises, and I put about 5,000 miles on it, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. So, snow was starting to melt, and as soon as the snow goes, I want to drive that car again. But I like the standard parts, so I have a good 350 engine. It just needs to be taken apart again and put it back together, regasket it, and shove it back in that car. That way I have a good engine. Car has a heater, so I'm happy, because as soon as the snow goes, go for a walk. I love driving my satellite. It has a heater too. Just for the cool days. But the plan with this, and we're going to need your guys' help a little bit, just in a bit. I want to take this car apart. The heads need to be redone. Bottom end of the block, perfect, nothing wrong with it. And I want to go through suspension, everything, because so far Christopher and I, we are going to take this to the West Coast. The end of July or the beginning of August, we're not too sure. And I want this car in good shape, everything fixed up. That's a long trip. It's about, I don't know, over 5,000 miles easily. So, and that's the plan. We're going to take this car, and we want to hit every car museum, tractor museum, anything down from here to BC. So, but yeah, today's going to be a little screwed up. So I'll be working in Corey's garage. So, but we're working on the Camaro engine, and this will be coming up with more videos. And this is a new family member. Molly, get back here. Come here, Molly. Come here, Molly. Yeah, she's just happy. She loves to run around. Oh, come here, Molly. She's 4 months, but she's growing. And here's the 350 engine that's going to be going in the Camaro. We've started on this engine a long time ago, kind of did a build, and then we tossed it back in the corner. But finally, it's going to get built, and it's going to go in the Camaro. It has a bit of a cam to it. It's a 4-bolt main, which I really don't care. It could be a 2-bolt main, cast crank. But I've got a new crank for it, and more new bearings for the bottom end. Got a good deal on it, couldn't pass it up. So the cylinders, when I flip it over, you'll see there's almost no wear. It's a standard block, never been bowed over. I can't even feel a ridge on the cylinder wall. But last time this engine ran, I'm going to say it was probably about 20 years ago, and I put about maybe 200-300 miles on it, and then we pulled out of the vehicle and we were going to do something to it and never did. So, but I'm just going to pull everything apart just because it's been exposed to dust and filing, and clean everything and reassemble it. So I don't need to record all that, but just at least letting you guys a little update what's happening here. So at least the Camaro will be reliable. That other engine was really going bad. Well, after a couple hours, I pretty much got the block stripped. Not that hard, you know. But, and I even took the oil gallery plugs out in the back of the block. I don't know if you can pick that up, but just to even so I can flush the oil out of there. Most people don't bother with that, but I thought, heck, I'll do that. Ryan brought it up, so. Because I didn't want to pop the front cap, because someone put new ones in here. These look very good. Like someone has done some work to this block before, so. But like I said, this block sat for many years with the heads off, the intake was off, so it got full of dirt and grime in there, and bought a bunch of new parts, and we just never got back to it. So this is a very good candidate for the Camaro. So all the pistons I took out, they actually look really good shape. With I'm just gonna clean the rings up, make sure the oil rings move. The bearings had wear, some of them. This one wasn't bad. The thrust bearing's actually not bad at all. There was a couple bearings that were a little scorched. You can see a little bit. That's just average from a bit of miles on. See, other than that, it wouldn't have been too bad, but for the price of the crank, a new reground crank, and the bearing, for a couple $100, it was just cheap just to get that. I think there's nothing wrong with the old crank there, but I got a new crank for it, so all I'm going to do is continue cleaning. Oh, I'm going to give it a quick back honing just to freshen up the crosshatch, and clean it up, and then start stumbling and put it back together. Like I say, it's not going to be a very exciting video, but at least I'll have a reliable car that I can drive around for the summer. But I am enjoying this, or going to be enjoying this trip that Chris and I are going to BC. I want to go right as far as I can on Trans-Canada Highway, right to the ocean. But we'll bring this up with you guys in the future. I'd like to know any other car shows to go to out there, or museums, or hot rod shops. But Chris will talk to you guys more about that later on. But I'm just going to continue cleaning up some more, and I'll bring some footage on the 350. It's the next day. I've spent a whole day cleaning this block. The inside of this is good. This is the new ground crank, and I don't know if you can pick it up, but the plastic gauge right there, little red thing. I'm only going to do the first one, the third one, and the fifth one, and that should read. I'll squish it, and then I should get my reading over how thickness there is between the bearing and the crank. And I don't know what the reading is right now because I haven't squashed the crank yet, so I've got everything ready, and now I'm going to torque it. Yeah. This is the first crankshaft bearing, and I'm within 2.5 thou. That's perfect. We're right in the perfect range. So that one's perfect. Okay, just hold on for a second here. Put that cap back here. I don't damage anything. It's backward, but oh well. Okay, I'll get rid of these bolts. Put them there. And I did oil the bolts, so that way you don't get a dry torque. Never do that. Okay. And yeah, old one-hander again. Just wait, give me a second here. Oh yeah, wrong way, sorry. Oh yeah, you can see it. I'm just a little over the 2 thou, which I wanted 2.5 thousandths clearance, and that is perfect. And I already checked the back one. It's perfect. But something you should take into consideration is you're not getting 100% torque reading without bolting your oil pump on here, because that tends to put a little stress into the back cap too. But just the way I know who the machine is, I know it'll be fine. So, but it's just something to take into consideration that you should, to get an accurate reading, have your oil pump torqued down too. So, but I'm very happy with this. So what I'm going to do is clean that gunk off, clean that gunk, and then clean the crankshaft a little bit. Well, I think I'll take the crankshaft out. Put some oil in there, and this guy's getting permanently in. I was hoping to have the pistons in today, but that's not going to happen. That's probably going to happen another couple of days. But at least I got the bottom end in, and the bottom end is, whew, I'm happy with it. So, like I said, this last time I had a crank cut, I just paid over $200 some to get it cut, and I just ground 10 thou. And this crank I got reground, and main bearings and the rod bearings for $200. So you can't go wrong. So it was a good deal. So I guess I'll stop rambling and clean this up and put this guy back together. And I guess I should just check a couple of the rod bearing just to make sure the clearance is good. But I'll first get the main in and then worry about the rod after. So give me a few minutes and we'll get on to the next. Well, I got it, the mains are all torqued down. It ended up, I went, from what I read on the internet, it was 70 pounds out and 60 pounds, oh sorry, never mind. 65 pounds out and 70 pounds in. That's what I was told on a couple websites. So, and she's been nice. Well, after I plaster gauge this guy, well, 5, 3, and 1, and it was all perfect. I was very happy. The only thing I'm going to do is, but that'll be next time I want to check my end play. But I'm pretty sure when I was moving, I'm with in play. As far as everything I see, I'm very happy. I think this is probably going to end up leaving this little quick video because I got to go order some more stuff. And that way I can get this guy done, built in a couple more days. And then, not this weekend, but next weekend, I think I'm going to kick Chris's car out of my garage and put my Camaro in and start swapping motors. Yay. Alright, I'll catch you on the next one. That's all, folks.